Hi guys, welcome to a new video. So today I've got this small portulacaria afra lilliput. It's being trained as a twin trunk, and I think today we will repot it. It's been growing in this training pot for probably a good 5 or 6 months. I potted it at the end of last summer, heading into fall, and it's February now, so we're heading into spring. Things are starting to warm up. Trees are still inside under grow lights, but it's starting to warm up outside. Things in the garden are starting to green up and everything, but we're probably still a month away from getting trees outside full time. So, but I think it's still okay to repot this. I think the last time I had this one in a video, I did a light prune on it, but it mentioned that it's shifted, or it's just kind of, when I potted it, I had a bunch of these cuttings that I potted up at the same time, so I was in a hurry and didn't quite get this one centered. It could have just fell over too as it was growing, so it's off center. So I want to get it in a little bit better pot. My intention is to keep this small, so it's going into a pot about the same size as the training pot. So like I said, I don't want it to get a whole lot bigger. I'm going to keep it small so it'll fit nicely into this pot. So I think first we will just kind of get this pot out of the way. I think we will repot it first, and then I'll prune it, because I just want to make sure if I reposition it to where it's, standing a little bit different angle or something, I don't want to prune before I do that. So I think first we will go ahead and repot. Just put this lid here there to catch some of the old soil. So just squeeze the sides here. You can see it's in my cutting soil, my kind of initial soil that I use. It's a lot cheaper than my final mix. This is turfus, perlite, and some cocoa core. Retains a little bit more moisture than my other mix, but trees seem to like it. It still drains really well, and it tends to grow pretty fine roots, so it works well for me. But I'm going to try not to mess the roots too much, just because it still is wintertime. And they're under grow lights still, unless I see something like really drastic that needs tended to and cut. I kind of like that it's starting to thicken up there at the bottom, so that's good. I might just do some radial pruning of the roots just to make sure they fit into the new container well. So I think that's good. Set this up there just for spacing. I think we'll take some of these off around here. These longer ones. I think that, because I don't think I want one of these trunks straight up, so I want to keep it to where they're both angled. Maybe something like that, maybe offset to the right just a little bit. We'll take a few more of these roots off. I think that'll work. Okay. So let's set this aside. So next up, we need to get some drainage screen in there. And a lot of times I'll just turn the pot over and use the bottom to kind of measure out how big the screen needs to be. That'll work. I'll add some soil. And this soil is my akadama and lava mix, but this one has a little pumice in it. I mentioned it in a couple other videos, in a soil video I just did. When I ordered my akadama this time, it came in, I actually ordered the wrong grain size. It's a lot smaller. So I added some pumice into this just to keep the particle size a little bigger, just so I can use up the akadama. I think it'll still work fine. It's just had to add a little bit of pumice in there to keep it a little larger. Just trying to get the soil in here so I can get the tree positioned the way I want. Should work there. Yeah, like that. Let's go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way now. Use my chopstick just to nestle the soil in around the roots. And sometimes I'll just use my fingers to push it down too, just to make sure it's nestled in good. Yeah, like that. Put a little bit more soil in here. It feels pretty stable, but I may put a rock on there just to, until the roots kind of get established, just to hold it in place. Okay, so I'm happy with the placement there. So now I think we'll just give it a light prune. I want to keep these at different heights. I want to bring this one down just a little bit and let these tops kind of grow back out. So maybe they'll ramify a little bit more. Just keep branching out. Doesn't need a whole lot. Just always like staying on top of these little ones and pruning them a little more often, just to keep the branching really tight and small. I think I might go down a little bit more on these, just to shorten up those inner nodes a little bit. And this out here, bring this one back. I don't think I need this here, so we'll just get rid of the little sprout. What we got going on back here? This is a branch that's down low, or what is that? It is. Get rid of this big leaf. It's got another small leaf coming in right beside it, so those grow out a little bit more. I'm not sure I need that or want that branch down that low. I think I'll keep it for now, just to see where it goes and how the tree continues to develop. These will fill in and, you know, eventually get that kind of dome shape on it, with two trunks and just the top kind of merging into one big mass. This will fill in here. So I'll keep some of these leaves that are pointing down, I'll get those out of the way later, just so I can have the more of a flat bottom and then kind of a dome on top. It's kind of what I think I'm going to do with this one. Yeah, nice little project today. Not too much, but I like the pot that it's in now, and it's kind of on its way to becoming a nice little twin trunk tree. So, all right, so I think that's it for today. So we'll give you a quick spin around. There's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.